Hi. Hi, you guys. Thanks for your patience if you were waiting for me to be here live. Had a little technical problem. Facebook is making some changes, and my computer was, anyway, it didn't work, so it's working now. Please let me know that you're here if you want. Send me a thumbs up or comment hello, something like that. It would be really great for me to know that you're here. And hello. So I'm here to say hi, and I'm glad you're here, and thanks for your patience, and I hope that you'll join me for this discussion. And if you're just going to watch the recording, that's also fine. Feel free to comment and ask any questions also. Today, we are talking about, if I learn Reiki and don't use it for a long time, will it stop working? And that's, hi to people who are watching. Hi. Okay, if I use it for a long time, and if I learned it a long time ago and I don't use it, will it stop working? And there's, the easy answer to the question is it won't stop working. But there's a lot of buts that are going to follow now. So, but you might feel like it's not working and wonder how to get it to work like it was when you first learned. And I want to talk about that. So first I'm going to share a really great analogy, I think, about this topic, and which is, think about it like your body. Think about it like muscles, okay? If you worked out a lot when you were younger and you were in great shape and really strong, and then life happened and you didn't work out for a while, like a long enough time, and then you try to do some of the things you used to do, you'll find them very difficult, or maybe not be able to do them at all. Should you be thinking, oh no, I no longer have muscles? Of course not. You'll more likely be thinking, looks like I need to work out some more to be able to get up to the level that I used to be, if that's your goal. So similarly with Reiki, if you were attuned, that's like, now you have muscles. Congratulations. And so if you were attuned, then you might be like, that's like giving you muscles. Now you have muscles. So what are you going to do with them? If you work out, if you use them, if you are mindful about your practice, you will get stronger. You will feel stronger. And what that is your intuition. Your intuition gets stronger. Your intuition feels stronger, and therefore you feel more confident in your energy work. So that's the thing that I want to tell you. There's a difference between, is my Reiki working and is my intuition working? The first answer, is Reiki working, is yes. Reiki works. You have muscles. But the second thing is my intuition working for me? That is a different question. And it's not like the answer is no, but the answer is not as well, perhaps, or it won't feel like it because you haven't been using it. So how do you get it to come back? Use it. So there's a few different things that I can share with you about how to feel your Reiki working again if you haven't been using it for a long time. So number one is to practice. Sorry, this is me. Oh, my finger just went right on there. Okay, I was just waving. It's hello. This was a virtual wave. My friend Yehuda. And so Eric, oh, by the way, I'm going to make a little side note to Eric. Let people into the group that are asking to be in the group. Thank you. Okay, so side note to Eric. Okay, ignore that. Number one thing to do is to practice, and what I mean is mindful practice. It's not just about like Reiki on. What's it doing? Nothing. I can't feel it. Like, that is not a good way to practice Reiki, even if you're a Reiki master who uses it every day, obviously, right? Mindful practice. It means paying attention. What are we paying attention to? paying attention to the way the energy feels to you. That is how to establish mindful practice. Now I'm going to teach you, if you would like, a mindful practice exercise, because exercise makes your intuition stronger. How do you exercise your intuition? Mindful practice. And I'll teach you a mindful practice exercise that you can do. Very easy, fun, motivating, and also a really great self-healing technique. So first of all, I just want to say, if you're wondering what the heck with my hand, I strained my wrist doing a workout, a physical workout. And so I'm wearing a brace to help support my wrist's healing, while I also apply other things like Reiki to help it with that. So no worries, I'm fine. I just have this thing on right now, and that's why. Okay, but I am going to teach you this mindful practice exercise. So we'll start with that. How to do a mindful practice exercise. Here's how. First, if you are attuned to Reiki, you should intend Reiki on and self-healing, because this is a self-healing exercise. If you're not attuned to Reiki, you can do this as an energy awareness exercise, which is also very beneficial because you're exercising your intuition, and exercise makes it stronger. And having a strong intuition will help you feel more confident in your Reiki practice when you are attuned. So let's go over this real awesome little exercise. The first thing is to intend Reiki on and self-healing. If you don't have Reiki, just pay attention quietly. I also want to mention something about the brain. Sorry, this is important for this exercise. If you're going to do self-healing, if you're going to do self-healing, then the way to pay attention is we got to get the left brain to listen to the right brain, the left brain to take dictation from the right brain. And so I think about this like the left brain just wants to talk and yak and solve all the problems and explain everything and figure it all out and describe it all and blah, 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 right? But the right brain is the one that has all the subtle information and often gets overshadowed by the yakety yak of the left brain. We want to get the left brain to tell us everything the right brain is saying. That gives it a job, okay? So the way to do that is to ask the left brain to pay attention to the right brain. And that's what we're doing in this mindfulness exercise. We're asking ourselves some questions. All right, I'm going to get into that now. So this mindfulness exercise will help you strengthen your intuition. So the first thing to do is to intend Reiki on. If you have Reiki, Reiki on, self-healing. If you don't, just to quiet yourself. Either way, quieting yourself is a good thing. So we'll take some deep breaths. Hands like this because hands, okay? So you don't have to put your hands up in the air or anything like I do, and my hands aren't up in the air anyway. They're just sort of here. But I want you to just pay attention to your hands. So if you need to wiggle them a little or rub them together a little bit, something that brings your attention to your hands, awesome. So, cool. All right. So now, bring your hands together but not touching. And I want you to maybe just wiggle them just a little bit. You can pulse them back and forth. You can move them around, okay? And I want you to just pay attention to the palms of your hands and what do you feel, okay? Now, this is great if you're clairsentient like me, which means that if your hands tingle and give you all kinds of physical sensations, this is a great exercise. If, however, you're clairvoyant mostly, which means that like you're the kind of person that sees colors and things like that, then close your eyes while you do this and notice what comes across your field of vision with your eyes closed. But all you're going to do is ask yourself, what do I notice? Okay? It's a nice open-ended question, gives your left brain something to focus on, and then anything that comes through your intuition is going to be more easily processed. So when I do this, I feel warm, a little bit of pressure, a little tingling. Okay, but let's get the questions more specific. What do I feel in my left hand? What do I feel in my right hand? So switch back and forth in your mind between your palms. Now you're using your left brain in a really measured way, and that's really going to be helpful. So which hand feels more tingly, for example, or warm? Or when you ask about each palm, do you notice other sensations in your mind, in your sight, or hearing, or feeling? Okay. Or knowing. Then, okay, the next part of the exercise is it gets more fun than this, I promise. So start moving one hand, I'm going to use my right, around the other. So you can turn your hand, okay, and put one palm facing, not touching, the back of the other hand. It doesn't matter if your hand's like this, whatever. One palm against the back of the other hand. And slowly just sort of move it around a little bit. And now ask yourself, what do I feel? Does the back of your fingers, do you feel, I feel in the back of my fingers like something is sort of stroking them. And I feel in my palm of this hand something different. And so that's really cool, because now you're really fine-tuning your intuitive senses by pointing them at what you want to know and asking yourself what's happening. Really cool. So do that for a while, as long as you want. This is your exercise, and then try maybe switch. Excuse me. Then switch. Okay. Okay, and when you feel sick of that just kidding, not sick of that, but ready for something more, bring your, it was me without my glasses, bring your hands to the front, being in front of your face, like this. Okay. And when I hold my hands in front of my face, peekaboo, my face feels very radiant. Like, it starts to feel like I'm laying in the sunshine. It feels really warm and nice, but my hands don't feel warm. They feel tingly. So going back and forth between your face and your hands gives you the chance again to move your attention around. Also try putting your hands like this, and close your eyes and see, can you feel energy in your ears? Do you feel it going through your head? What do you notice? Always ask yourself, what do I notice? What's different? Now I can see you. Try putting your hands down along your face. Do you notice something different on one side than the other? Does one cheek feel different than the other cheek, or one hand feel different than the other hand? This is a mindful exercise. This helps you do mindful practice with your intuition, and also you're giving yourself self-healing, so win-win. You're getting a good sense of your own energy. What if you cross your hands? I don't think I've ever done that. That's really neat. Now, is it warmer on one side than the other? Just check in. Is it your hand that feels different? Is it your face that feels different? What feels different? And you can start whenever you want. You can start to move your hands down. If you put your hand in front of your throat, what's it feel like? What about in front of your chest? When I hold my hands in front of my heart, I feel a lot of energy. And it feels really nice, by the way. It's just very soothing. It spreads. It just feels like, wow, this is a really awesome self-healing. So you can just continue this exercise at your own pace, as much time as you have. Move your hands. Try to find all your chakras. It's your time. So practice this way. This helps to tune you into your intuition again. If you haven't been practicing with Reiki, you probably haven't been practicing much with your intuition either. So I think one of the first ways to get yourself to feel Reiki energy again is to start doing some mindful practice. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is go get or order a distance healing, because, distance right now. Get a healing from someone else. Receiving a healing then helps you only pay attention to what you're feeling, and you don't have to do anything but just relax and enjoy it. That also will help you remember and sense the things that the ways that Reiki feels like to you. Wow, bad grammar, sorry. How Reiki feels to you. And also will give you a nice Reiki cleansing, which will also help you feel Reiki some more, because you won't be carrying around whatever has built up in your energy system since you weren't using your Reiki. And that's okay, no judgment, but clear that out, and it makes it a lot easier to work with the energy, because you don't have to try to wade through whatever is going on in your energy field that needs clearing in order to. Really, the more we need healing, sometimes the less easy it is to feel it, especially for doing it for ourselves. So getting a Reiki session can help address that. So that's tip number 2. If you have tried these things and given them a very good try, and you're still not feeling energy, not sure, you're feeling like, maybe I can't do it anymore, which is not true. But if you want a boost, like, an energy drink, don't drink that stuff. It's very bad for you. But an energy drink for your energy, jumper cables, however you want to think of it, then you can ask for an attunement. You can get reattuned. It would not hurt to do that, okay? It can't harm you to get reattuned, even if, you use Reiki every day to get a reattunement. I don't think that would be necessarily, but, sometimes some of my students that haven't been using it as much as they'd like, come and ask me for a reattunement. It cannot harm you to get a reattunement. So try getting attuned again, only if you've done these other things, because I'm saying it's not really necessary if you really start to engage in mindful practice. But if you feel like you want that boost, getting a reattunement can be helpful because that's strong. Attunements feel stronger than a Reiki healing usually, and that can help you then feel more motivated to practice, and you'll feel it and you'll be like, okay, I've got my Reiki back, and you'll start using it again. The whole key to getting confident and successful with Reiki practice is to use it. Use it every day. Use it in different ways. Try lots of things with it. It doesn't take a lot of time, and it's good for you. It's good for your intuition, and it's good for your energy system. It's good for your immunity. It's good for your mind, body, spirit balance. It's good for a reminder that you feel that you are connected, and for you to feel connected to life. It's good to restore positivity. It's good for all of the benefits that Reiki can offer you. So those are my 3 tips and 3 parts to my answer of if I'm attuned to Reiki or I learned it a long time ago and I haven't used it in some time, do I still have Reiki? And I hope that has answered that question. So I haven't seen anybody ask me any questions, but I'm glad there have been people here watching. And I hope that, if you do have any questions, just type them in the chat or any comments about this, even if you're watching it as a video replay. Comments and questions are welcome, and I will be happy to respond to them. All right, I hope this has been informative and interesting, and I'll look forward to seeing what you have to say, and I'll see you next week for the next Reiki Talk discussion here in the Learn Practical Reiki Facebook group. Thank you for being here, everybody. Everybody stay well and be well.